Welcome back to Regular Guys Outdoors. I'm Chris. This is day 2 of Phil's adventure here in Colorado. I'm going to talk you through this video as well because I go back and forth between Phil and I. So without further ado, we're going to pick up from Phil's point of view. Seeing as how there are still some hunters out here, it should be pretty good this morning. Our neighbors are shooting, and so we're expecting ducks before too long. Now that sequence, from my perspective, I'm actually behind Phil a little ways. I'm tracking them now with my gun cam. And those were too hot for me. Phil's bamming away over there. Back to Phil. Those teal were working us. They come out of nowhere quickly. That sequence again with Phil's gun cam in slow-mo. And the lucky bird got away. This is me looking for ducks because I'm not getting any action over here. Everything's fast and furious and I'm just not getting any decent shots. But I'm burning shells up. Back to me. It's like trying to hit a jet going by. And back to Phil. Phil starts to go to retrieve, and another bird comes right by. Slow-mo with Phil's gun cam. First bird, boom. And the second bird that came by. And that sequence again from way behind. There's Phil down there. And just like yesterday, Phil's got a bird landing right in front of him and right behind him. I had to slow this down. Missed opportunity, but those teal do that to you. Another one too hot for me to handle. And after a good while, it was just simply time for me to pick up my shells and go link up with Phil. and I'm stretching this part out right here just because I had two angles and I was trying to just mess with how to edit them. Phil's got a few birds down and I'm not on the board yet, but it's time to put the waders on and push through the water. I approach the far side of the pond. I can see ducks through the top of the reeds and through the top of those cattails right there. Slow-mo with the gun cam. My first shot hits two teal. Takes them right down. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Phil's getting some shots off over there. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. On the gun cam in slow-mo. First duck. Swing over for number two. Sometimes it looks like I know what I'm doing. Getting some 360 surveying here. Without seeing any ducks in the air, I'm heading off to go retrieve. And I beat feet. Who says you don't have to be in shape to go duck hunting? We gotta be careful on that wire. You don't want to rip your waders and then you'll have a bad day, a bad expensive day. So now it's actually time to get in the water. And I gotta go get those two teal. It's going down my waders. Going down my waders with the other one. I can't see it. Those shots are just hope and a prayer. I can't see after staring at the sun like that. I keep pushing through the pond, but eventually we just run out of ducks.
How many did you get? Did you see how many came out? Lord have mercy, that place was packed. They kept getting up on my left, right in the sun.
They kept going that way and that way. Around that dome right there, I bet you 50%. Very few came over me.
At this point, it's pretty late in the morning, relatively anyway, and Phil and I were both at 5 birds, so the teal actually started flying around again, and our neighbors to the south were shooting some, so we ended up kind of going back up high and going where the teal kept kind of looping around in the same area. They were avoiding where we were, coincidentally or not, they were just avoiding that spot, so we went over there about 150 yards to our left, and we're each able to get one. Phil actually got his on the way over, and I got one after a few minutes of sitting there, so we ended up with another 2-man limit. Hard to complain about that, especially on day 2. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give us that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down there, and as always, thanks for watching.